Where's Ambrose? The things we do for a thumbnail, guys.
I was trying. I might have killed some plants back here, so.
Hi. Don't break them.
Yeah, so Angie's doing a lot better today.
I am. I'm over here trying to dive into the hydrangeas. I'm trying to go ahead and spend as much time as I can with them, with these beautiful, beautiful plants. So let me get out of here so I don't kind of fall over.
I almost, like I said, I almost trampled some plants over here in the back.
I think I'm still in the picture.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm doing a lot better. My eyes are doing a little bit better. Yep. I have to be wearing shades. Thank you everyone for, all the nice comments on getting better. Thank you a lot. You guys are awesome. It sucked being inside, not being able to come out here.
Yeah.
And Ambrose and the kids have done awesome taking care of the garden this whole time. They actually had a break because we had a lot of rain. We had a storm.
Plenty of rain. About 2 days ago, we got some pretty good thunderstorms.
Yeah. What was it, like a tornado warning or something here in Virginia? Also, but the rain is always great for the garden and for the gardeners. You guys had a break because
definitely
him and the kids, like I said, they were the ones.
It gives you a good break from having to come out, either super early or when it's super hot to come and water, especially when the ground's completely soaked in water.
And right now it's beautiful.
Yeah, right now our ground's actually still wet. The temperature's about maybe 70.
It feels good right now. We've actually gone down to 66 at night around there, so it's beautiful. Okay, but we're really excited because because of the storm, we want to talk about two just beautiful hydrangeas, panicle hydrangeas that we have in the garden that made it to us around 2 years back from our friends from Prairie Winners Colorchoice Shrubs.
Yep.
They were sent to us so we can go ahead and review them to you guys. I know we've been reviewing them every single year for you all.
Yeah.
So they're still babies. I'm still calling them babies.
Yeah, compared to some of the, when we had the limelights, they're definitely still considered babies. But the great thing about these is, we and Angie were talking, was how well they've done.
First off, they're new. They're some of the new hydrangeas that Prairie Winners have been putting out there these past few years. They are doing a lot better. Should we first talk about who they are and then? Yeah,
we could definitely talk about who they are.
And then we tell y'all why we love these so much.
So you can talk about that one.
Okay, so this right here, let me make sure that I get the name right. This is
Quick
Fire Fab. He always knows all the names. I get all with the names mixed up. But the thing is that I know about these two hydrangeas is that they are some of the very first panicle blooming hydrangeas in the garden. So that means that you are getting 2 weeks before any other panicle hydrangea blooms in your garden. So you're getting about 2 more weeks of these beauties in your garden, or depends where you live, like us. Is a zone 7 here in Virginia, but we're still, we get probably a whole month ahead?
Yeah, so you're going to get, in a good zone, you're going to get about 3 months worth of blooms.
A warmer
which is
zone.
Crazy for a panicle.
Yeah, and these are zone 3.
3 to 8. I'm sorry, 3 to 8.
3 to 8. So, once again, this is called?
Quick Fire Fab.
Quick Fire Fab. And what is so special about Quick Fire Fab? Okay, so Quick Fire Fab, it is, we'll be putting the sizes of the hydrangeas and more info on here for you guys. But this guy grows a little bit more compact, okay? It's still a large size hydrangea, but it's going to be a little bit more compact. It still has the beautiful leaves that I love from this types of hydrangea. The bloom. So as you can see, the blooms are massive. They are very, very, very pretty. And that's one thing that I love about their hydrangeas, that it doesn't matter how old they are. Yeah. The first year, they already had these huge style. They're panicle hydrangeas, but they have a very mop form style of hydrangea because they're just so full. So they start off white, and then they start to put on a very light pink, and then you get a more brighter pink, and then it turns into a berry, a very pretty berry. So you got 3 colors in one. Yeah. Depending on the zone you're in, if you live in a cooler area, you're going to get a lot more color, very bright punch of color. Yeah. These were breeded bred to be more colorful as well, to have more of a punch. They also have this little, like, what did you call it?
It's
on the flower, like a cross?
A cruciform. They're X-shaped flowers.
The little florets.
So
is that what you? I think that's what you call them, the little florets.
So the florets are uniquely shaped compared to most panicles, and you can see it here and there how uniquely shaped they are. They absolutely look beautiful. I mean, it's almost like a double bloom, but it's not. But because they all interlace with each other with that X, it just makes it look so much fuller. And this is, like Angie said, they're already big when they start to bloom their first and second year. You can imagine after a third or fourth year, or once this guy gets huge. Now this is, I was looking at the chart, Angie said it grows more upright. It's a little bit more compact when it comes to width, but the height, I was looking at the chart, it actually grows a little bit taller than Limelight and Limelight Prime. So it's one of the biggest hydrangeas they have.
The form is a lot better.
Yep.
So they bred them to be not just, with more color, the flowers, but the shape of it a little bit more better for not a little bit, a lot more, I think. That's what we're going to talk to you guys about in a little bit about it. But go ahead and let them know about that little one that, man, I love so much.
So the one I have here is Fire Light Tidbit, and I'm absolutely in love with this one. It's very compact. It goes about 3 feet by 3 feet high by 3 feet wide. Does pretty much the same thing as Quick Fire Fab when it comes to the color. And you can see this one's getting a little bit more red, and it's a little bit more in the sun as well, so it's going to get a little bit redder earlier than that one there, but it absolutely looks beautiful. It has this nice creamy white. You can see the ones back here in the shade. Beautiful creamy white color, and then you start to get this nice little red here. Almost reminds me of the original Firelight one that we have over here,
a favorite,
which is a lot bigger, and I've shown that one before in the video, but that one's starting to turn red as well. But
yeah,
both beautiful hydrangeas,
and the color,
and the color's just great. I mean, I
it starts
love it.
very white and then red, right?
Yep.
It has that red towards the end of fall.
So it's looking very good. Again, very sturdy as well. Very great hydrangea when it comes to a compact hydrangea, to be able to hold up these big blooms like this.
I think they're like shaped football.
Hummingbirds.
Oh, the hummingbird is going around. We're probably in its way. They have like more like of a football shape.
Yes, little football shapes. That was the one thing that was on the information for the plant.
I think it's so awesome, because we do a lot of container gardening. That can be definitely one to have in a container because of its size, and the amount of flower that it puts out, especially as a very young hydrangea.
It has flower everywhere. I mean, I'm finding some back here.
We went ahead and put it on the bottom, on the edge. As y'all know, we have a very small garden. And it's been doing amazing right here.
Yep.
They do take from full sun to part sun.
Yes.
You already, the rules are, you live in a warmer climate, you go ahead and put it in more shade. You live in a cooler climate, give it more sun. Here in Zone 7B, it's the perfect zone.
Yeah.
They can grow anywhere.
I truly believe that if these guys were in more sun, and again, you can see there's a lot of shade right now. It's a very early morning. It's, not early morning. It's hitting about 11 o'clock, and you can see there's still no sun right here.
West area.
So it's the more sun it would get, like I said, I think it would be more red and more vibrant and bigger, but they're already looking great. I mean.
So let's tell them. Okay. So one of the best things about these new hydrangeas too is that they're supposed to be a lot stronger. Their stems are supposed to be able to support this huge, big flowers better than the original ones. Like we said in the beginning, for about 3-4 years that we've been living here, we grew limelights.
Yes.
Limelight hydrangeas up in the front. They did amazing. They bloomed like crazy for us, but they didn't actually get strong until their third year.
Yeah, so the first 2 years, those blooms were big, beautiful. I mean, they absolutely look gorgeous.
They were always huge. They were always beautiful.
Once they started to bloom, and then once that first rain came, they just flopped. And it was devastating, because they looked beautiful as soon as they bloomed, but then for the rest of the season, they were just flopping, and we had to tie them up.
We learned not to even worry about the whole staking.
Yeah.
Ambrose would go crazy staking them, but after a while, we learned just to leave them alone, just let them be. Third year came around.
Third year, I pruned them back at a good time, and they just absolutely did well. They stood up themselves. They look beautiful. They look great.
And usually the older varieties around their third year are going to be very sturdy by then. Too bad we had to this spring remove them, because we are moving. So this is why we're doing this video right now, because after this, we're probably going to start removing everybody out of here.
Chop, chop, chop.
Yeah, we'll start talking about all that on another video, because it's going to be pretty sad to see that happening. So let's go ahead and talk about why we truly love them a lot. Yes, we love the flowers. I love the leaves of hydrangea, but
the sturdiness.
Yeah. It, like we said, we get a lot of rain here. We just had a storm.
We had some tornado warnings, and it was pretty windy. When I say pretty windy, it was windy. Knocking stuff over, we had to bring the flag in and stuff like that. And these guys, look at the way they're standing up. Look at the way they're upright. No floppiness. There's nothing holding them from flopping here. It looks like there is. Even this hibiscus right here, I would have thought that one would have broken because it's a baby. But no floppiness, nothing holding it up, no stakes, no nothing. They're absolutely doing great. Now, this guy right here is doing great as well. The Fire Light Tidbit, very, very, very sturdy.
Even the little one, which that's incredible to me to see that even that as tiny as that plant, you know, as much rain as we got and wind, everybody is okay. I remember telling Amber the next day, because I wasn't coming out here a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I was worried. I told him, oh my goodness, I bet you how are they looking? I bet you they're all split in the middle, you know, looking horrible. No,
I feel like Angie had me coming out here like almost every 30 minutes to check on these guys.
Taking pictures for me. But another thing, we don't have a lot of room. So when we got here, we planted wherever we could.
Yes.
So one big no-no sometimes is be careful where you plant them. I'm pointing up because the side of the house. And when it rains a lot.
So what I do want to say is, granted, a lot of you own your own home, so you have the ability to clean your gutters. Now, if you don't have the ability to clean your gutters, you're going to get some of the overflow from the gutters, and that's what Angie's talking about. This guy's way too tall for me to even do it, even though we don't own this house. It's too tall for me to do it, and maintenance hardly ever does it. So you'll get some of that overflow from the gutters, and you can continue what you were going to say.
So when that happens, it starts to split the hydrangeas in the middle because of how much water is pouring, or it just destroys the flower completely. You know, it breaks the branches, whatever. Not here. We haven't had that problem at all. That's why we love this one so much, and that's why it didn't really hurt at all when we got rid of the limelight. Of course, I love limelight. Limelight is always going to be a great hydrangea. But with these new hydrangeas that they have, that are more improved now, that are out there in garden centers from proven winners, they're a lot more sturdier. So yeah, that's basically what we have to say. Our review on these last 3 to 4 years that we've been here growing, you know, the original hydrangeas from proven winners, and we've had the luck to be able to grow these as well.
And it's great to be able to do these reviews because you guys get to see how they perform here in this zone, especially, and hopefully we'll get to see next how they perform in the zone 8.
So we have two more that we got sent by Proven Winners Colorchoice shrubs in spring. Go ahead and bring them.
Let me grab the spring.
Last fall and this spring. Of course, we're not planting them here at the moment because of the whole moving thing, but we do have 2 new ones.
Okay, so I want to talk about this one first. So I know I said in one of my previous videos, and I think even an Instagram reel or story, that Fire Light Tidbit was the smallest panicle to date. Well, I've been corrected because this is a new one. This is called Tiny Quickfire, and this guy grows about 1.5 feet to 2 feet tall and about same width. So I don't know officially because I haven't checked it, but this is officially smaller than that one. So this might be the tiniest. I mean, very well so because it's
that's exciting.
Tiny Quickfire. But Quickfire Fab, Tiny Quickfire. I'm excited to see these blooms. This is a new hydrangea. It hasn't really been potted up because we didn't have the room yet. But I'm excited to see how this one actually does and how those blooms look, because that beautiful green foliage is looking the same as that Quickfire Fab. I'm excited for this one. So more details on this one later.
So this one is Little Lime Punch. Am I correct on that? Little Lime Punch. We got this one last fall. So I didn't really remember but the name, but it's been doing great. It's been happy, been watering it, keeping it here, making sure that, you know, it's all good for when we take it back home to Texas. We have grown hydrangeas in hotter climates, and the hottest has been in 8 and 8B. And they just need water. They need water and shade. They need a lot more shade. So we're super excited. We know a lot more now about hydrangea as well as this kind of panicle hydrangea. And, you know, with new and improved varieties now, it's more exciting as well to be able to go ahead and take these to a warmer climate and try them out. Now, we might not, I don't want to get really negative about the color. I'm not sure if we're going to see in Texas the whole punch of color.
It's going to be a lot more humid.
It's going to be a lot hotter.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
so
definitely a lot hotter. But the humidity is going to be way more than what it is in the zone 8 that we used to live in and the zone 7 that we live in now.
And we're just excited to go ahead and take you guys along with us so you can see these guys grow there. Yep. What are they going to do? Are they going to pink up for us, or are they just going to produce their beautiful flowers? How they're going to, you know, do in a different climate, in a warmer climate. I guess this is it. We just wanted to go ahead and let y'all know how they're doing for us these past years, and that we have new ones to go ahead and plant up, you know, when we get there.
So I guess that's it. Like Angie said, you know, unfortunately, the next thing we got to do is start uprooting this whole garden.
Finally,
we've been talking about it for like 6 months, maybe a year now.
Sorry, guys,
we keep needing to do this, but we just want to enjoy the garden. However much longer we can actually enjoy it before we start doing this. But it's an exciting thing. It's a bittersweet thing to do because we're going to take all these hydrangeas with us and take them to the next garden. So it's going to be exciting to do.
Yep. So I guess this is it.
Yep.
We're going to get to it. It's a very pretty day. And I think it's time to start digging out some of these wonderful plants.
And we'll definitely document all this for you guys so you can follow along and see what we're doing. So
we'll see you later.
All right. Bye, guys.